And off we go from Northwest Stadium. Jeremy McNichols now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt getting it for the first time. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Greenlaw on the tackle. No gain on the play.
Throwing on second. Daniels. Screen pass here for Krosky-Merritt. Near the sideline, he's going to be forced out after a gain of about 20. And it is a 1st down Washington.
That's just one of those plays on an opening drive, Kate, where on one side it's demoralizing. Defensively, rally, go make that tackle. But offensively, it just infuses you with so much confidence, knowing if you can just put the ball in your guys' hands, they can make a difference after the catch.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. There's the stop. Damage finally comes to an end after a 17-yard pickup. And it's going to be 1st down Commanders.
17 more yards. That's another Washington Commanders 1st down.
Krosky-Merritt straight ahead. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's Daniels on second. Bails out of the pocket quick. He finds Tigger for the grab. And that's exactly what they needed to begin this game. Touchdown, Commanders! Tigger 33 yards for the score. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that bigger tight end.
49ers nothing. Jake Moody to kick off for
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Isaac Galindo to return. This makes it up to the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Purdy. And they're going to take him down. Pressure gets to him at the 15. And that's going to bring up 3rd and very long. They've got to get 20 or more. Play action now. Purdy. Leo Chanel. And it's going to be, oh my goodness, Brock, 4th and 25.
They may not have been the first defense to hit the field today, but certainly they wasted no time making their presence felt. A couple sacks with just the first few plays here. And they'll add more to it if this offense doesn't start to figure out their protection.
Collects this at the 35. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at the 49ers 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Krosky-Merritt gets it from the gun. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
The ball carrier. Fred Warner in on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Niners' 25-yard line.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Run drawn up here for Daniels. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. So they'll get to scheme about this 3rd down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of one. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They've got 3rd down well inside field goal range. Now Daniels to throw. And nothing doing there. Lucky if he got a yard after that catch. Yep, they're going to give him a lone yard. So that means it's 4th down.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Now Daniels on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
All right, 1st and 10, going heavy to the right side here. 3 tight ends. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
Intended for George Kittle.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the 1st half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
On 2nd down, Purdy. And this is going to hit the ground incomplete. Looking for that same man. Defense was ready for him with that hit. 3rd down coming up. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Hit and this throw's going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. No time to make that pass. Lucky he got rid of it at all, Brock. That's 4th down. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Purdy going to go on 4th. Kittle makes the catch. What a way to pick it up on 4th down, Brock. Game goes to midfield, so then beyond. Down inside the opposing 45. Well, we all know teams are embracing this more and more, Brock, but boy, from your own side, on a play like that, you would better convert.
If your offense doesn't cash that check, it's your defense who's got to pay the bill. But they get it done, and kudos to them.
Now Purdy. That's Evans making the catch outright. Give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. That hit got there quickly.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Commanders' 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Purdy. Pressure is closing. The Commanders take him down. And that is now 2 for him, and we're not even at halftime.
We talk so much about decision-making, and often it's the decision of where to throw it. Right? Reading the defense, finding the right coverage to attack. But there's also great decision-making that comes with just getting rid of the football. Just avoiding sacks. They are so detrimental. And that one, man, he hit up a ton of yards.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Purdy looking to throw. And he's going to go down deep on his own side at about the 42. And now that brings them to a 4th and 24.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Corliss Wakeman out there again to punt this away. He takes it at the 4. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the grounds here, Kronsky Merritt. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Daniels. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. That's complete inside the 35. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
On is Moody for the extra point. And it's no good. Floated too far from the right upright. They don't get the PAT.
Jake Moody to kick off for Washington.
Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. From his own end zone, here we go. And not even able to get back to the 10. That return ends as he is out at the 8.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
man in motion here. On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. He's brought down. Play goes for, looks like about 11 yards. And it will be 1st down, 49ers.
At the 27-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, 49ers.
Going run again with McCaffrey. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Juan Martin with that tackle. 1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Putting a receiver in motion. They'll stick with the ground game here. They're going to slow him up here after 4, maybe 5 yards. And that's going to be good for a 49ers 1st down. Offense going audible this time.
1st down, San Francisco.
Down the field, Evans has it. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. One final shot before the half. He's got Evans once again. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Moody to kick off for Washington.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Look at this, 3 tight ends to the right on his 1st and 10. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey, and he works his way for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Second down, Purdy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Rio Chanel makes the play. And the Commanders twist the knife after that interception. Wow, they took it all the way back to the 20-yard line before being stopped.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down.
Touchdown, Washington! Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come. You know, no sense in piling on. Pretty clear for everybody to see. He knows he should have had that one. Just didn't watch it in the whole way. And it leaves 2 points on the table.
Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
'49ers to the line. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
He was tackled at the 27.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Purdy throwing here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to get about 3, but almost nothing after that. Tackle made quickly after he made the catch.
It's just kind of the type of play why you name a position like this tight end, because it's going to be tight throws in the contested windows, and you got to get the job done with people all around you.
He's got a man, but he can't make the catch. That hit just a little too much. Breaks up that big play as 3rd down goes unanswered.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
Purdy now on 4th down. They connect for the 1st. There he goes on the right side. George Kittle. And he gets home. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, a 70-yard effort. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level, because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And the Commanders are able to cover the kick. All right, partner, are you on board with that call we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the 3rd quarter. Hold it, you jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did you say no?
No. No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you?
And down he goes. They drop him right along that midfield stripe. Mikael Williams. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Daniels back to throw. Good strike downfield to Lane. And a big chunk picked up on that play. Over 20, and he gets him the 1st.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for a Washington 1st First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Koski Merritt. He's going to manage 13 yards here before going down. That picks them up to first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they answer. Touchdown, Washington. Jakari Koski Merritt in from 13 yards out. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Making some progress here. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Play action now with Purdy. Look at that power, deep left side. That finds him deep down the sideline. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35.
A gain of 34
We've got fireworks on the first play of the drive. 34 yards. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Purdy to throw it. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. Purdy throwing here on second. And he's not going to escape this one. They get to him for the sack on what is going to be the final play of this third quarter. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Third down, Commanders in the dime. 6 DBs out there. Here's Purdy to throw. And to the ground it goes, so an incomplete pass brings us to fourth down. Now, this just hasn't been the game they've wanted score-wise, Brock, and it has them as a result of that feeling like they've got to keep putting it up and taking chances here till the end.
And I'd say, Kate, right there, that was the kind of chance. When you get a one-on-one, you've got to find a way to win it, but this defense has been doing their job.
Desperation time here on fourth. Got a man. This is Emmons. And they get the first down. How about that? 4th and long. They left him out there, and they get enough to pay off the risk.
First down, 49ers.
Looking to throw, Purdy. Knocked away in the end zone. That's incomplete. No luck, no touchdown just yet. It's second down.
They needed a lot more out of this offense in this one, Kate, to keep pace in this contest. Just wasn't there. Continuity wasn't there. Rhythm wasn't there. Confidence wasn't there. This is one they like to forget.
Now it's Purdy. He has it at the 5. And this is down all the way to the 3. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First and goal, San Francisco.
On with an alternate play here. From the red zone on first. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Just continuing to add to some film that's going to be a little bit hard to watch. This guy, you typically don't see completion percentage numbers like this. Very, very accurate guy. Not today. He's going to have to figure out why.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. And he's going to get about 3 here. Almost all of it on the catch. The defense was there immediately. Working quickly here. 3rd and goal. Purdy to the left side and wheeled in by Kittle. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up 4th and goal.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on it?
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Mike Samba still makes the play. 40. Hits the 20. And all the way back it goes. It's a Washington pick 6.
And there in Kate, right there, that's some of the danger of playing with desperation. You can't get every point back with one play, and that quarterback, well, he just learned a valuable lesson. Not only can you get not every point back, you just gave up 6 of your own.
On is Moody for the extra point. And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two, given the size of this lead. So now after his 2nd missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. This return starts at the 5. He lost the football. Oh, unfortunately, it looks like another one of the members of the return team was there, able to dive on it, so a friendly bounce. They'll retain possession.
Awareness, awareness, awareness. So critical in so many phases of the game. And in this phase, in the special teams phase, it's not just hitting blocks and clearing the lane, but in this case, recognizing the fumble and, most importantly, keeping that possession.
Has it downfield, working the left. Stop finally made, but well downfield. Picked up about 24 before it. And that is a San Francisco first down. Now Purdy. This one's to Kirk out left side. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
A gain of 19 yards.
All right, they're shuffling things around a bit.
First down, San Francisco.
First down throw by Purdy. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. Man, this is going to be too little too late. But hey, tip of the cap for giving effort till the end. That's a touchdown.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all...
And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late.
16.
Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And the Commanders are able to cover the kick.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Hey, Saltis. Hey, go. Twin.
Giving this to Krosky-Merritt. He stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. Clock is working against them as they hurry up to the line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
2nd down give to Krosky-Merritt. Defense gets there after a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a Commanders first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Commanders first
They're going to
down.
pass it here. And the coverage too much to battle through on this play. Multiple defenders there, a lot of contact at the catch. This one's incomplete.
It's now
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's 3rd down.
3rd down and
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throw here, 3rd down. He's got White, complete. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Dose of the hurry up here.
And a Commanders first down. First down and goal to go.
From the red zone now. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Jair Brown has it. And the 49ers get the football just short of their 20. That's the interception and return.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Amik Robertson takes it away.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. They're going to get to him and take him down. Back at the 45. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. Need to shake off that sack and quick. Here comes 2nd and 13. After the sack, Daniels. And not able to corral this one. That's going to be ruled his second drop of the game. It brings up 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
To throw, Daniels. And they're going to take him down here. Pressure gets to him at the 36. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Commanders punching on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And they pick him off again. Amik Robertson takes it away. And the Commanders will take over still on